everyone, I'm Matt.
I'm Desiree.
And we're bringing you this week's Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide.
Welcome back to Novice November 2024 here on the Rising Tide West Coast Swing Guide, where we break down the tools, the technique, timing and teamwork that you need to excel at the novice level competition and to just be a great West Coast Swing dancer overall. So this week we're going to be talking about two other T's. This is our turnout and our triples, our triple steps here in West Coast Swing. So let's start with turnout. Now turnout is actually establishing a foot position where your toes and the ball of feet are turned away at a diagonal from you. So you've got this nice base, and that is a big part of why we do turnout in West Coast Swing, is to have a strong base where we can create that stretch, that compression, and to be really steady and stable while doing so. So in order to try to work out your turnout, you can turn out in a number of ways. You can turn out from your ankles, just using your ankle muscles to move your toes, like the hands of a clock. Or you can turn out from other parts of your body, starting with your hips. So you can open up your hips. That will likely naturally turn out the feet. You could even think about like using your quad muscles to turn out the feet. Just don't do anything that's painful for you or uncomfortable for you, or leave anything tensed as you turn out. And along those lines, we want to make sure that our turnout in West Coast Swing is relaxed. So sometimes your teacher will say get to a third foot position with your turnout. Well, you want to actually create a little bit of space between your feet so that when you use this turnout, you have movement potential again to roll back and forth throughout that turnout. Now this is again compared to parallel feet, where I'm less stable, I'm more timid in my movement, we don't want that, or turned in feet, where I'm also kind of working at odds against myself. Turned out feet allow me to create a lot more dynamic movement.
Yeah, and kind of along the lines of keeping the hips open and creating that turnout, a couple spots where we typically will see people lose that. For leaders, a lot of times it's on the push break, and it makes sense why this happens because we get close together. However, I still need to think about having my hips open, so what we'll see a lot of times with leaders is that they kind of turn their hips away from their follower in this compression moment, which is not the best look, and that's usually when they end up taking the picture. So what we want to do is keep our hips oriented towards our partner in the middle of the push break. For followers, we see this more on the anchor, where whether you're thinking about styling or for whatever reason, it ends up being a little bit more turned away from your partner. And even the feet might be a little bit more parallel than Desiree has them right now. Yeah. And then triples.
Yes. So for our triples, why do we triple in West Coast Swing? Well, it has both a functional and kind of an artistic reason. We triple because it gives us more movement potential than just walking would, and also because in West Coast Swing we dance to not only tempo but a rhythm of movement, of boom but cha. We want to be able to articulate that. So just like we want to be able to show the artistry and move ourselves really powerfully, we want to triple with articulation of the feet, rolling toe, ball, arch, heel, and using the floor to go backwards, or heel, arch, ball, toe as we're going forward and pushing off. This is opposite of, say, kind of slurring our triples or really not articulating our triples. If we do that, our movement potential is much more laggy, and also we can't really tell that we're on time. So instead, we want to roll through our feet, push through, and use the floor for stronger triples.
That was your guide. Thank you everyone for tuning in. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and check out our website and online store linked in the description.
Bye!